Yo, gang. So I had to check this out, bro. Based off the title, he lying, bro. He lying. He is lying. And I had to check this out. It say the man check. It say WACK100 on making millions from truck driving after getting out of prison at 19. I too am a truck driver. I was saying like, maybe he talking on the operator, but fuck no. I know I need to watch it to see what exactly he mean, because the title can be misleading type shit. You know what I'm saying? But millions, you on that bullshit, bro. You on that bullshit. I get now that I just repeated back what I just said. Now I get what the fuck you getting at, bro. Cause ain't no way. Of 1 truck, 2 trucks, 3. What is it? How many is it? That's just what we finna find out, because I don't believe it, bro. Let me know so I can goddamn figure it out, bro. But with all that being said, let's get to it and see what's to it.
Okay, so you go to prison in 94. Outside of your situation, I'm just kind of setting, the backstory. In 1997, while you're still locked up, Suge Knight gets sentenced to 9 years in prison for kicking Orlando Anderson during the whole MGM fight for a probation violation.
Joint suspension, 9 years, yeah.
Exactly. You get out in 99. Suge Knight's still locked up.
Still locked up.
You're 19 years old when you get out?
Yeah, I'm like 19.
Okay. What do you do with yourself at that point? Here you are, you're in prison for how many years now? 3?
I did like
3-4 years?
I did 6 years.
6 years, sorry. Okay.
5 years, 11 months.
5, close to 6 years. You're coming out 6 years, no high school diploma, right?
I got my GED.
Oh, okay,
I got my GED in Central Juvenile.
Got it. But you have felonies on your record, which is a forever punishment.
That should be crazy going to jail as a shorty, bro. I remember that DMX song where he said, what'd he say? He said 7 he did his first bid, or 9 or some shit. I'm like, god damn. That song deep as hell. If y'all know what I'm talking about, go check that shit out. I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up.
Schmidt, that means that you're gonna have problems getting a job, you're gonna have problems trying to get an apartment, etc. So what do you do with yourself at that point?
And I got a son that's 5 years old at the time.
So you get your wife pregnant, your future wife.
She was pregnant before I went. She was like 3-4 months pregnant.
Okay,
so
that was rough. So you didn't get to see is it son or daughter?
My son.
You didn't get to see your son take his first step, learn his first words, all that. Which is something I'm sure you still regret to this day.
Yeah, that's the one thing I used to tell myself every day in prison, you a bitch ass nigga, you're not there for your father, for your kid. Because listen, I blame my father for not being there for me, right?
Yeah.
And crack was what it was. But now the gang culture, the gang violence, the streets, right, have me in prison. I'm not there for my.
I know a lot of y'all won't disagree, bro, but I mean, if it's at the time he was young, so he like, man, this is my daddy fault. Okay, cool. But I just hope he still don't blame his father for that shit, bro. Sometimes it don't be about that, bro. People just be choosing that path, bro. Unless his father like introduced him to it or some shit like that. I don't be trying to hear that sometimes, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Culture, the gang violence, the streets, right, have me in prison. I'm not there for my son. So I was my father, and that's what scared me. That's what scared me when I came home in 99, was the fact that what my father did to me, I was doing to my son. And I never called my father like dad, like I would call him by his first and middle name, Robert Lee. Just a lack of respect. I didn't respect you at that time. So while I was in prison, my son's mother at the time told me that her cousin's husband drives trucks. And yeah, he got this job. They pay him like $1,000 a day, this, that, and other. So yeah, okay. I'm calling home my Uncle Bert, which is my father's brother.
Hopefully bro say what he was hauling, man. Is it one of them special shit, y'all? Cause you know they get paid, but millions? And then also how long he was doing it. But you know they got the special freight where you can haul like airplane wing or some shit like that. Just some weird ass shit. A fucking train, a big ass house, shit like that. That's where the money at. $1,000 a day is fucking crazy, bro. It's just crazy. A day, and you the employee? No, he maybe can be making that for sure. But if you the employee, I don't really too much see it, bro.
I'm calling home. My Uncle Bert, which is my father's brother, was driving trucks. So we called the truck driving school, say, hey, how's it work? What would it take? Because I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do when I get out. Mm-hmm. And they said it was like school was like $4,000 or $5,000. I'm telling myself, shit, I'm gonna have to get out and do something wrong to get that. I don't want to do that. What do you use? That's a DMV commercial.
$4,000-$5,000 is crazy. Well, I guess that's kind of decent though, cause it's really still the same today. Like I paid about 4 bands myself, $3,500 4 bands, and I got my shit in like 2021 type shit. You know what I'm saying?
The truck driving book, get it from DMV. So she went and got the book, took it to a lawyer. A lawyer sent it in to me legal mail. So maybe in my last 10 months, I studied and memorized the book every day. I knew everything about a truck. Just never driven one. So when I parole, before I go to my parole office, I go to the DMV. I take the Class A written test. I pass it. They give me a permit. Then I go to the DMV. I had a parole officer black brother named Mr. Hudson. When I walked in, he asked me what I was gonna do. I said, I wanna drive trucks. I got my permit, like, they don't offer that in prison. I said, I know, I just took it at the DMV prior to coming here. And at the time, I was on high control parole, SSU, gang unit parole, because of my behavior in prison and my controlling case. And he said, well, man, you got a 30-mile radius. You can't go. I said, brother, I got a son.
Damn, only 30?
I applied myself.
Well, no, I guess 30 is still bad, though. That really ain't nowhere, but it's somewhere, but ain't no, I'm trying to guess. 30 miles in the car probably can be like 45 minutes, 50 minutes type shit, bro.
If I was your son and you was sitting in the parking lot, what would you want you to do while I was in here? And he looked at me and said, well, who you gonna drive for? I said, I have an uncle. He's never been arrested, has no felonies. You can call him. He said he's gonna train me. So I gave him all the information. The supervisor came in and looking at my C-file was bad, right? They called my uncle. Uncle tell him, we have a Qualcomm satellite system on the truck. You can track us, you know where we at. That's my little nephew. I've been around him forever. Wanting to help him. I'll pay him, this, that, and other. So they make a deal. They said, we're gonna let you go. But every 10 days, regardless of where you're at, you would stop at a police precinct, give us a fax number, and then we'll fax you another 10-day extension. My uncle told me he couldn't pay me number $300 a week. So in my mind, I'll go out here real quick, learn how to drive, get the license, get my own truck, right? Learn how to drive a truck wasn't gonna happen that fast. Everything else I was pretty good at, but the backing. So I realized.
Oh my soul! Oh my soul! I was hoping he was gonna say that. It's like you can learn to drive that motherfucker, but that backing, that shit take time. You gotta really get the experience on that shit, bro. That's everybody, I don't care who you is, biggest problem is the backing. Not the straight back, is when you gotta whip that motherfucker in there. That shit the worst.
Wasn't gonna happen that fast. Everything else I was pretty good at, but the backing. So I realized that every time we went to a dock, the guys would unload the trailer and my uncle would give me a $500 check that was blank to give to what they call lumpers. So I went back there and started learning how to lump, use the powder jack, and what they call the high tie to stack the load, right? Because I'm telling myself once again, here comes a little cash, right? I'm making $1,200 a month, and I'm trying to support my baby mama and my son, and the streets is calling, but I know I can't do that. So I made it to where every time we pulled into the dock, I would be driving. He was in the sleeper. I would go in the back, unload the trailer. He'll give me the $500 check. I act like I'm going to the restroom, put it in my pocket. I was making more unloading the trailer, him not knowing, than actually driving the truck. So it started to make sense. And that's kind of how my journey began, and we got into auto logistics.
Wait, why he just didn't ask, like, well, his uncle probably would have low-key hated without hating. Why he just ain't asked to just, like, I can unload it or whatever, unless he was, I'm trying to understand. Hold on, let me hear one time.
Unloading the trailer, him
Hold on.
back, unload the trailer, he'll give me the $500 check. I act like I'm going to the restroom, put it in my pocket. I was making more unloading the trailer, him not knowing, than actually driving the truck. So it started to make sense. And that's kind of how my journey began, and we got into auto logistics. And once we got into auto logistics with Select One, I worked for my uncle, so I was never ran. The money changed, and after about 5 months, they said, hey, Bert, when you gonna let your nephew go? And that was the whole idea. Like, you can have him now. Oh yeah, we need more drivers. And they put me in the truck, and I'll never forget, they was paying me $1.10 all miles, empty or loaded. And I would go from LA to northwest of Seattle, 2-3 times a week. And truck driving is what made me my first couple $1 million. And from truck driving, it led me into real estate because I had a tax problem. And from real estate, flipping real estate and truck driving, from like 2000 to 2005, that was my hustle. I didn't really get into the business of music until Ray J.
All right, man. He lying, bro. Millions? Come on, man. From truck driving. $1.10 mile is good, but not millions. It's not millions worthy, gang. Come on. I'm mad Vlad didn't ask him, how long was you driving trucks? That would have really let me. I still don't see it, bro. I still don't see it. Like, he said he having tax problems. I'm pretty sure he was having tax problems at least within them 2 years. Then he only did 3 trips a week. That's not. I'm not trying to hear. Let's read the comments. Let's see what the comments say, man. Let me see. Somebody said, alright, that's the back end. I want somebody to talk about the millions. That he just over-exaggerated the millions, bro. Nah, it ain't feeling like I'm feeling, bro. Millions, gang. Y'all let me know what y'all think. The comments on some bullshit. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all think he made millions off truck driving? I don't think so, bro. Millions with an S is crazy. Let me know what y'all think though, and catch me on that reaction.